Hey everyone, Steve here with Build Hero. In this short nuts and bolts series video, I'm going to go ahead and show you as a subcontractor and a supplier how to add bid items. The reason I kind of shot this video is one of my subs, I'm actually logged in their account right now, 3D Plumbing Electric, is having some questions and some problems, so I wanted to shoot a quick video. So first, go ahead and click projects, so that's what I did there. And I actually know the specific project that we need to go into. So down here we have this Harstein basement project. As you can see, I have some electrical items here I need to click on. So what actually happened was they got an invite for it. And when they got invited to the project, it automatically creates this bid for you. So you could have multiple bids if you wanted to. From there, I actually put notes. So up here I told them to please reference the project, which would be this here. And then they could go through and see my notes and pictures and just kind of get some ideas of what needed to happen. Sorry, I scrolled my mouse. And then to get back to that previous screen, they should click here and hit back, and it brings you back here. You could also, if you wanted to, open it up in multiple tabs. So I could open link in a new tab. And then I could just click between them if I wanted to kind of speed up my process. So anyway, that's kind of how that would look. So let me go ahead and I told them I'd go ahead and enter this one in for them real quick. So I clicked on there and you can see that it's currently unpublished because it gives me my published button here. So right now, as the general contractor, I'm Tyler Home and I can't see those items yet. So what they can do is they click here and they can add folders or estimate items or attachments and quite a bit of other stuff. So they could do they could add a sub project if they had it for themselves. So if they were outsourcing the concrete, for instance, to get cut, they could actually add that here and request that from their sub, or add tasks to their team members. So if they have multiple team members set up, they could add tasks to them for days when those need to be completed. Those are a little bit higher scope than what I'm showing you right now. So let's go ahead and first I'll show you where you can edit. So you can click edit here. This is the electrical items. So I want to change the name for them so it makes it a little bit easier. So I'm going to put 3D electrical, if we could spell it electrical items. And then I'm just going to put Harstein. Again, if I could spell Harstein basement. So the reason I did that is later if they want to clock expenses to it, it'll make it easier for them to find it. Notes, if they had any notes they want to type in, they could put here, and tax rate, here in Wichita it's 7.5 in this market, so that adds that there. Same thing would work if you're a supplier or a different sub, same steps. So let's go ahead and create a folder. And then again, here I'm just going to put electrical bid. And I'll leave, see attached document. For details. So I can do that. Click save. I'm going to go ahead and actually one of my suppliers started me on this kick and it actually works out really well. Because a lot of different suppliers and subs have different tools to essentially bid items. So instead of making them redo their work in two different areas, we kind of thought, well, what could we do a little differently? So here, this is their total that they bid me for all the electrical stuff. So what my one supplier does is he just takes that total, that 35, if I'm not mistaken, is 3592 like 86 maybe. Look at that. Cool. So he just takes that number, keys it in right in here, and then he just puts his description here of whatever it is. So on this one, I'm going to go ahead and just leave it blank. I'm not too worried about it here. But see, it gives me that here. And then the other thing he does, which I really like too, is he adds an attachment. So you can click browse and actually search the attachment if you want from here. Or I actually pulled it right here and pulled and dropped it in. So I'll upload my file. So here's my file here for me. So I could click it as the general contractor and see this here. Download it if I want. The neat thing is, I mean, as of right now, 3D doesn't build me through here, but they could. And I could pay them directly through Build Hero as well. So I'm now done with this. This is ready to go. So as you can see, I hit publish. It's going to let me know that by publishing it, it'll allow the person I'm publishing it to see it. So I went ahead and did that. And then it gives me a notification up here that I can see that Pat is my electrician, and I'm here in this conversation, and we had some questions earlier that we went back and forth with, but you can see that it's been published. So now I just want to show you real quick what it would look like on the general contractor side. So here I am here. I could click on my bid right here, which is this right down here, and if I wanted to go to it, I could click here and it would take me to it. I was actually already on that screen, but so here it is. So I can see now it's been published. I can see there's some notes here. Pat, don't pay attention to the stuff I haven't replied to if you watch this video, but what I'm clicking here is I'm marking it as red. But so I can see it here, and then I want to go ahead and go up a screen. So this is the electrical bid, and the reason that this is separate from that other one, from this bid right here, is if you wanted to, you could have 2 or 3 or 4 different electricians bid on that same item and then select the one you wanted. So you could really kind of shop around if you wanted to. I love my electrician and my plumber. They're both brothers, and they do a great job for us. So I don't have any means to really shop around. Just so you're hearing that, Pat. But here's the bid itself. So you can see I have a bunch of different stuff in my entire bid. The electrical stuff here, I could add more details to it, which I probably will go back and do that. But it automatically added my 10% markup. It will add my 10% markup by the time it's done. Actually, it did. So it's already there. So the customer won't actually see this 10% here. And I could change it. So if I wanted it to be, 50%, I could do that and see it marks it up that much. We generally do 10, just depending. So I do my 10% markup on it. So there's that. And it gives me totals down here to give my customer. And then when I publish it, my customer gets those notifications, and her screen is this screen here. She owns the project. I own the bid. So she could see all these notes, which is what I referred Pat and Brad to as well, and all the pictures. And then she could have multiple bids as well and select the one she wants to do and approve it from there. So this kind of just hopefully brings all that scope together for you. I know it's a little bit longer video than I normally do. I definitely try to keep them shorter to 5 minutes or less, but it's kind of an important step to make sure that you follow to make Build Hero work easier for you. If you have any questions or any feedback on Build Hero as you use it, please feel free to email me at steve@buildhero.io. I'm happy to set up times to show you how to do stuff. I'm happy to help you bid on your first project, just whatever I can do to make your transition to utilizing Build Hero easier for you. Again, this is Steve with Build Hero, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video.
More at buildhero.io or get started today.